Beloved ones, words are not mere sounds. Words are living currents charged with power. They go forth, dressed in authority, and return with their harvest. Life is not ruled by outer conditions, but by the inner decree. What you say with faith, the universe hastens to perform. Every locked gate, every closed passage, every withheld blessing is not shut from without, it is shut from within, and it opens when the right word is spoken. Tonight I give you those words, the word of command. Beloved, I say unto you tonight, man's life is shaped not by chance, not by blind fate, but by the words he continually speaks. The tongue is the rudder of the ship. By it you steer into safe harbors or upon hidden rocks. Words are more than sounds. They are forces, clothed with vibration, carrying the seed of destiny, and the doors of life, whether they be doors of health, doors of wealth, doors of love, or doors of divine opportunity, are opened or closed by the spoken word. You may believe that the world withholds from you. You may imagine that opportunity is scarce, or that fortune favors another and forgets you. But I tell you this, no door stands barred before you, save the one you have locked with your own decree. For when a man says, I cannot, the lock is fastened. When he mutters, it is too late, the bolt is drawn. When he declares, nothing ever works out for me, he has closed the way with his very breath. But when he speaks in faith, when he lifts his voice with command, the unseen responds, and the door flies open at once. The universe does not delay, nor does it argue. It hastens to obey the voice of the divine authority spoken through man. I recall a woman who came to me years ago. She was weary from disappointment, weary from doors that seemed forever shut. She said, Miss Shinn, every effort I make is turned back. I knock, but nothing opens. I ask, but nothing comes. I looked at her and said, My dear, it is not effort you require, it is the word. Your words have chained the door, and only your words can free it. Speak differently, and life will answer differently. I gave her this decree. I speak the word, and every door of good flies open for me. No man, no circumstance, no condition can keep from me that which belongs to me by divine right. She repeated it morning and night, not with strain, but with a calm assurance that the door was already moving upon its hinges. And what happened? Within a week she received an invitation long denied her. A position that had seemed beyond reach was suddenly offered. The door, once thought locked, had always been waiting for the word that matched it. Let me tell you plainly, words are keys. Each carries a vibration, a resonance, and when spoken with belief, they fit the lock of the condition before you. Say lack, and you have fastened the lock of poverty. Say fear, and you have sealed the door of courage. Say failure, and you have chained the door of success. But say open, say now, say divine right, and behold, the door answers instantly. You must learn to speak the language of authority. Too many approach life as beggars at a gate, knocking timidly, hoping someone will show mercy. But you are not beggars, you are heirs. You do not plead for scraps, you command the banquet table. For the kingdom is within you, and the authority of the word has been placed in your mouth. When you say, Infinite Spirit, open the way, you do not ask as one uncertain. You speak as one who knows that the infinite has already made the way, and you are simply calling it forth into visibility. You are like the king who speaks, and the gates swing wide at once. Now let me give you an exercise of power. Wherever you are shut out, wherever you feel delay, speak this word with calmness. I now speak the word of authority. Every door appointed for my good opens instantly. Nothing and no one can shut out the blessings ordained for me. The way is open, clear, and perfect. Do not shout, for the universe does not require noise. Do not strain, for spirit answers not to effort but to faith. Speak it once and release it. For when the decree is spoken, the law is set in motion. I knew a man once who longed for a great opportunity in his art. He labored, he hoped, he sent letters, he made requests. Yet every door remained silent. At last he came to me. I told him, cease your striving, speak the word, and then rest. Say every door of good prepared for me opens by divine appointment. What is mine cannot be withheld. It comes swiftly and surely. He obeyed. Within days he received a commission that established his career. The door had been waiting, but his anxious striving had clouded it from view. When he spoke with authority and trust, the door answered instantly. This is the law. The outer responds to the inner decree. Life is a mirror, and it reflects what the tongue has declared. If you say, I am always delayed, the reflection is delay. If you say nothing comes easily, the reflection is struggle. But if you say everything I require comes quickly and without effort, the reflection is ease. Therefore, discipline your tongue. Do not let careless words fasten bolts upon your doors. Every idle word is a seed, and it will bear fruit. Speak only what you desire, and refuse to utter what you fear. Let no complaint escape your lips, for complaint is the locksmith of lack. Speak instead with power, and you will walk through every door without resistance. Understand this, beloved. Every door already exists. The way is already made. The blessing already stands behind the veil. You are not creating the door. You are simply opening what has been waiting for you since the foundation of the world. The infinite has already given. You are simply aligning your word with the gift. When you walk to a locked gate, you do not plead with it. You do not knock in despair. You take the key and turn it, and at once it yields. So with life, the key is in your mouth, and the key is the word. The command must be definite. Do not say, I hope the door will open. That is weakness. Say, the door is now open. Do not say, perhaps it will work out. That is doubt. Say, it is working out perfectly now. The law answers definiteness. A blurred word produces a blurred result. A sharp word produces a sharp result. Speak therefore with the precision of a master. Say only what you desire fulfilled. Do not mix your decree with fear, nor with contradiction. If you declare, my path is open, but later murmur, nothing seems to work, you have locked the door again with your own hand. Let your word be yea, and let it remain yea. For the law is exact, and it obeys only consistency. So I charge you, go forth from here, knowing that every door of your life waits upon your word. You hold the key. No man can keep you shut out. No circumstance can bar your way, for the word of command dissolves every barrier. Speak it, and the door opens. Speak it, and the way clears. Speak it, and your destiny unfolds. And let this be your decree. I speak the word, and it is done. Every door of good opens instantly. No man can shut it. No fear can bar it. What is mine by divine right comes to me with speed and certainty, under grace, in perfect ways. Hold fast to this, and watch as doors you thought forever closed swing wide before you. Silently, swiftly, without effort, for the word spoken with faith is the master key, and it opens every door instantly. The word of release. Beloved ones, we have spoken of the word of command, the strong decree that swings wide the doors of good. Yet there is another word, just as mighty, though clothed in gentleness. For some doors do not yield to command alone. They remain shut because fear, tension, and grasping hands are holding them closed from within. And for these, there is one remedy, the word of release. The word of release is this: I let go, and I let God. It is simple, but it is the loosening of every chain. It is the word that removes the invisible bolts created by fear, doubt, and control. Many strive with great force. They speak decrees, they make affirmations, but the doors remain as if sealed. Why? Because while the lips speak faith, the heart clings to fear. And fear is a jailer. It binds the very door you are calling to open. There is a time to command, and there is a time to release. When you have spoken your word, when you have declared your good, then you must step back, open your hands, and let the infinite complete the work. This is the act of surrender. This is trust in action. I recall a woman who came to me burdened with trouble in her home. She longed for peace with her husband. She had spoken decrees. She had affirmed harmony, yet discord continued. I told her, you are striving too much. You have spoken the word, but you have not trusted the power to fulfill it. Speak now the word of release. Say, I let go and I let God. She obeyed. She released her anxious grasp, her constant watching, her hidden fear. That very evening the storm dissolved. Harsh words gave way to silence. By the next morning, reconciliation was born. The door to harmony had always stood ready, but it opened only when she stepped aside and allowed God to act. You see, beloved, man often imagines he must do the work himself. He thinks, if I plan enough, if I struggle enough, if I push hard enough, then the door will open. But the door of spirit is never opened by force. It opens by alignment. You align with it through trust, through rest, through release. When you say, I let go and I let God, you are not giving up, you are giving over. You are yielding your limited self to the unlimited. You are saying, infinite intelligence, I trust you to work this out in perfect ways. And when the burden is laid down, the law acts swiftly, for resistance has ended. I remember a man who longed for success in his business. He worked with all his strength, yet every path was blocked. He came to me, weary and discouraged. I asked him, "What have you been saying?" He answered, "I have been saying, I must make this work. I must not fail. I must not lose everything." I said, "My dear, your words are chains. You are binding yourself with your very decree. Release it. Say instead, Infinite Spirit, I let go and I let God. This business is now in divine hands. The right way is made visible, and all doors are open." He hesitated, for the human mind clings to control, but he obeyed. Within a fortnight, a new opportunity arose, one he could not have planned, one greater than all his strained efforts. His striving had closed the door, his release opened it. Hear me clearly. Every fear is a hand upon the lock. Every worry is a chain upon the hinges. Every doubt is a bolt across the threshold, and the word of release breaks them all. It is the gentle hand that lifts the latch and allows spirit to swing the door wide. Therefore I say to you, when you have spoken the word of command, when you have decreed your good, then rest in the word of release. Say, I let go and I let God. I release every fear, every strain, every anxiety. The infinite now perfects this matter in divine order. Say it until you feel the unclenching of your heart. Say it until your mind is quiet and your spirit is calm. For it is only in calmness that you see the door swing open. The power of release is like the river. A river does not force its way over the mountain. It flows gently, persistently, and the mountain yields before it. So is the man who releases. He does not force, he flows. He does not resist, he allows. And in that allowing, every obstacle is worn away. Many people live in bondage because they cannot let go. They pray for guidance, yet they cling to their own plan. They ask for supply, yet they hold tight to their fear of loss. They speak of faith, yet they secretly rehearse disaster. Beloved, this is double-mindedness, and the double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. His door cannot open, for he has locked it with his own divided will. But the moment he says, I release it, I let go, and I let God, the conflict ends. The divided will is united with the divine will, and the way is clear. Let me give you a simple practice. When you feel anxiety rise, do not argue with it. Do not reason with it. Simply say aloud, I let go, and I let God. Say it gently, but with assurance. Each time you say it, a chain breaks. Each time you say it, the door moves upon its hinges, and soon you will see that what seemed barred has opened without struggle. The word of release is also the word of forgiveness. Some doors are shut because resentment holds them fast. A man may say, I command my good, but if he holds anger in his heart, the bolt remains. For anger is a weight upon the soul. But when he says, I let go and I let God, he is also saying, I release this grievance, I forgive, I set free. And in that moment, the door opens to freedom. Do not fear that release means loss. The mind whispers, if I let go, I will be left empty. If I surrender, I will lose control. But Spirit says, when you release, you gain. When you surrender, you receive. The hands that clutch remain empty. The hands that open are filled. Therefore, let your word be this. I let go of struggle. I let go of fear. I let go of doubt. I let God's perfect plan unfold for me now. I trust the infinite to open every door, to guide every step, to supply every need. Say it often. Say it whenever you feel the tightness of fear. Say it when you cannot see the way. Say it when your efforts have failed. And then stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. For the word of command sets the law in motion, but the word of release removes the blocks. One declares, the door is open. The other declares, I will not resist the opening. Together, they form the master key. With command you claim your right, and with release you make way for its fulfillment. And so I say to you tonight, practice both. Speak with authority, and then rest in surrender. Command with certainty, and then release with trust. And you will see, as many have seen, that every door you face opens instantly. Sometimes in ways you could never have designed, sometimes in paths you never imagined. For the infinite always works in perfect ways, beyond the wisdom of man. Let us end with the great decree. I speak the word, and it is done. Every door of good opens instantly. I let go, and I let God. Divine order is established. Divine supply is certain. Divine love now fulfills my life. Nothing can bar me, nothing can delay me, for the word is law, and by that word every door is open. Hold to this, beloved, and you shall walk through life with ease. No gate shall remain closed before you, no blessing withheld, no path obscured. For the exact words that open every door instantly are now yours. Speak them, release them, and watch as your destiny unfolds before you in perfect freedom, under grace, and in perfect ways.